Hello guys, and welcome to a Bastion Mastery video. This is pre-nerf, so keep this in mind. We're looking at the one-man tank himself, the salt-filled Gatling gun-wielding motherfucker, Bastion. Anyway, today we're looking at one of the characters that's been kind of like going up and down in the Overwatch community. In the early beta days, he was hated. He was one of the characters that everyone just dreaded because nobody really knew any Overwatch meta at the moment. But then everyone got smart and thought being stationary in Overwatch is absolutely horrible because there's so many ways you can get flanked, there's so many ways you can be killed, and there's so many ways that it's just you're able to die as Bastion. You could be flanked by a tracer, instantly pulse-bombed and died, or killed, not died, that's not a word. Anyway, but let's talk about what his improvements were. Normally, recon mode was at, what I'm in right now, was one of the most useless modes in Bastion. People would just use it just to move somewhere and then immediately set up and kill everything. And turret mode, because that was the main purpose of Bastion. His turret mode is like godly. It does the most damage output out of any gun in the game. Anyway, nobody really, nobody really used his, recon mode, but there was improvements to it. Now his recon mode has more ammo and is very accurate, like from long range. Like it used to be, it would just spray everywhere, and maybe you would hit the target. But look at that. I'm still hitting it from a very far range. Even though there's damage fall off, it's still very powerful, as you can see. His second change was his healing. His healing normally you would be immediately, let's say I would just hit, the healing would just immediately turn off. But now you have a meter similar to D.Va's defense matrix, and you can move around and heal, so in case you're like getting shot, you go around a corner, you can heal a little bit. But this does have a meter. The meter still does drain, so just like defense matrix. So you do need to keep that in mind. One of his other abilities is, another change, not really an ability, is his transform mode. It's much faster. It's able to move out just rapidly and with a timely motion. So like, let's say you're getting shot right here, you can just move out of it like really fast, swap between recon and like sentry insanely fast. Now, here's something that was added to Bastion. It's a passive, and let's see if and one of the most hated perks in Overwatch currently, Ironclad. Ironclad reduces the damage taken when Bastion is in transform mode. Normally he would take, let's say, like getting shot by this bot. Well, now he takes maybe 2 or 3 damage from this bot. I know it's a training bot, it's not really a real player, but that heavily affects Bastion's defense. Now, no longer will he be easily killed while in turret form. It takes a while to take him out. However, there is a nerf coming because of this. That now the Ironclad right now is 35% less damage taken. It is going to reduce it to 20. It's because Bastion, while Nano Boost in turret mode or tank mode, is just insane. Speaking of his tank mode has a powerful cannon that's mobile, but it doesn't last long, and it still can be, you can still be killed in it, but it's just hard because of Ironclad. Now, you'll notice if you were an early Bastion player that there used to be 450 armor on Bastion's tank. They removed it because of Ironclad, basically, makes up for this. And, I'm actually glad about that because then it would just make the tank literally unstoppable. Anyway, now that we've shown all Bastion's abilities, let's hop into a game and go play him. Hey, so guys, that has been a huge time lapse since I actually started playing. Since I started that little intro where I was just showing Bastion's moves off. So we've hopped into a game here. Not the best of maps to play Bastion, but we'll make it work. If you can check my hours on Bastion, you'll probably know why I make it work. Anyway, Bastion, my thoughts on this character, I honestly enjoy playing him because, well, besides shredding everything with minimal effort, he's just a fun character to play. You feel like the tank of the group, not killing wise, because you can drain people with ease, and it's just
He's one of the most useful characters now in Overwatch, but at the same time, he's still a little bit broken with Ironclad because he's not easily as killed in tank mode. Well, there you saw me get wrecked by the Tracer because I was focusing down the soldier, but still, I mean, he still has that weak point on his back. But that intro sequence you saw me in was actually pre-nerf of Bastion's armor. It used to be 35%. He used to be able to take things like a Tracer's Pulse Bomb and still keep kicking. And now he can, like, I think it was it only on console? I don't remember, but like they nerfed it, and it's only now to 20%, which means he can be killed by Tracer's Pulse Bomb and not survive many other ultimates. And well, this still doesn't make him horrible, honestly. Like, Bastion's still a very much picked character in some comps still. For his damage output and his armor, it just makes like a great I'm even hiding a monkey. Like a great character, but at the same time he can also bring out a lot of hatred towards him because of how useful he is. At the same time, how much if an experienced team who knows how to guard a Bastion is like just standing right there, and also I just got stuck and that was a dumb position to be really in. Of how like he just doesn't take that much effort to use, but at the same time I find him just fun to play. Fun to play around as Bastion. And right now you see me doing horrible, but usually I do better. Okay, got tank. And speaking of which, tank armor since pre-buff has been removed because of Ironclad's ability to basically tank everything in transformed mode. So it's basically made it kind of a little less powerful. And I just got hooked out of that, and I'm gonna die. All right, not the best of examples right now, but I do play a lot of Bastion these days. I think he's my fourth played most character, and I did play him a lot pre-nerf. I do miss the fact. I'm gonna say this. I do miss the fact that he could headshot. I mean, I don't really care about the spread increase. I understand he's mainly used for a tank buster now, so it kind of broke the 3 tank meta because he can just shred all of them, and so on and so on. Like even with the spread nerf, he can still shred pretty good. It's a little less as fast on smaller looking heroes, but still. It's very prominent. Also, his recon mode has just been so useful now. Along with his repair tool, as he can just move and repair, on a whim. And I've just been stuck. I'm probably going to die. Yep. Not probably. I am going to die. Okay, I have tank mode. Let's see what we can do with it. But the reason he was nerfed is if you nano boost Bastion while he was transformed, he was basically immortal. He could not be killed unless another Bastion was focusing him down. That's pretty much it. So that's why they kind of nerfed the armor. And I'm actually kind of glad, because while I did enjoy playing Bastion in comp now because nobody complains really anymore, I still do find problems with him. I still do find the problem of just people constantly just playing him and just annoying the hell because he's out of other teams, because he just kind of ruined comp a little bit. But now I got tank configuration. Let's move up. Let's try to move and use this on some of the enemies, but we're about to win, so I might. You know what? Just use it right now. Tank, by the way, honestly, I feel like they should buff the AoE blast radius of this. Ooh, nano boosted! Oh, I wish I had more people here. Ooh, here's McCree. I mean, it just basically, remember how in Season 2, you had the ability to, let me thank that guy for saving me. You had the ability to, it's when Nano Boost had that speed advantage with most heroes. Well, and it had that, and it was basically just Reaper's, tornado attack, basically. Constantly, or Death Blossom with Nano Boost. And it was just really annoying, and then they nerfed it. Well, in this case, Bastion, it makes a friendly fire insanely faster, and in Bastion's case, it basically means he unloads everything onto a target. And while tank configuration is good to use it with, but it's not as good as if you use it with Sentry, because you can kill things insanely fast, not including the armor increase you get from it, and the fact that you just do is it 50% more damage? I think so, yeah. And so that's kind of, I mean, it kind of broke like a lot of things. Also, tank the sentry configuration, while it still does a ton of damage, like as I said earlier, it does not have headshots anymore, and the spread has increased. And there, kind of just got overconfident with that tracer and got punished for it. It seems like our team cleared out the enemy area. Okay, they have a Genji on the other team. I gotta watch out for that because we'll get this patch, like in a forum, I think they said this buff for Bastion was mainly used to be able to use Bastion more against Genji, because like if you were a dumb Bastion who was just like, yo, I'm gonna play Bastion because he just sits in the turret mode and just unloads everything. Like, well, if you just fired into a Genji's like that, if you just fired into a Genji's like reflect, it basically like made it basically killed you instantaneously, and it made it hard to use Bastion. I mean, there was some instances if you were a pro that you knew to use Bastion, like when moving a payload. If you set him up on the payload, it made him like so deadly. This patch, however, makes him even more deadly on the payload. And this tracer, that's what you gotta watch out for mainly. Tracers, like they are more deadly than Genjis now, because just one stick by a good tracer. I mean, not even a good tracer, like just a good, like a stick or just a like just by any tracer just means instant death, regardless. Like unless you're like nano boosted or something, or you have like Torbjorn's armor pack, like or shield generator. It's basically just instant death. Also, funny thing enough is that his heal, Bastion's heal, can out-heal Genji's Dragon Blade, which is, I don't know if that's kind of OP. I mean, I wouldn't call it that, but still. Okay, we got our tank. Let's use it. All right, they dropped the beat, so this might be a little bit difficult to use. No, you don't. Ooh, no, you don't. Ah, I just ran out of that just now. Oh, this is not good. I might die here. Whew. Damn it. That trace on the other team is really countering me hard. Still on fire, though, so, you know what? That's all we need. Just be on fire. Alright. I also recommend not really getting long ranges as Bastion, because if you do, you're probably going to die. Long range, like with Bastion, was kind of like a counter, like a soft counter to him. But now with the, like, if he's in turret mode, like, thing, like now, if you're at range against a Bastion, he will win if you have a good range. Like against a Widowmaker or a Soldier, you will win. Like, there is no, like, doubt in my mind, unless you switch into Sentry, you will lose. Because his spread has been increased, he has no more headshots, so he doesn't do insane amounts of damage. But he can still dish out a ton of damage, but still, like, and you know what, we gotta play the game. I'm sorry, on my thing. You will die. That's the basis of it. Wow, a Bastion play the game. Never seen that before. Thank God. Yep, and you will get a lot of play of the games. It just makes Bastion all around a more useful character, and, you know, the fact that he can heal while getting damage now just allows him to be a useful character now, and it really brings up how you can use Bastion now. And that game, I did terrible, but you understand the concept of just getting good ground with your team, having a good, like, healer, just always kind of focusing you a little bit, and you'll do well. So I'm gonna leave. I guess I'll catch you guys later on the next mastery, or actually, before we do the next mastery, I don't know what we're going in King's Row, but like before we do the next mastery, I'm gonna upload a schedule where I can show how I'm gonna get on it. It just, since I'm still in school, it makes it very difficult to work around schedules, and that I'm not like a full-time YouTuber, so it makes it hard to just upload videos like often. So I'm gonna try to like develop a schedule where I can upload a video and people will know, like, oh, it's on then, instead of just from random date he chose to record a video. So just stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys later.
eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you